Welcome to the Ruse Theater, the Grand Ruse Theater. Horror and chaos be to you in the name of Runie Ruse. Now, lunatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi. Yes, it's theater time. It's theater. And I do, in fact, have my puppets today. Got my puppets. Are you guys ready for a puppet show? I'm glad to hear that you welcome the horror and the chaos. Ah, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. So what the heck? Gifted memberships, ooh, gifted memberships, hooray! Gifted memberships, hooray! Hooray! Gifted memberships, wow! Make sure you say thanks now. Gifted memberships today. Hooray! Ooh, wow! Ooh, wow! Happy RUSEDAY! Hope everyone is ready for more peak today as Runie shows off her screenwriting world-building skills. Ooh, we gotta work on, we gotta work on a plot to get you in a writer's room at this point. The world needs to see these ideas, and thanks, as always, for the stream. Thank you! Can you make them kiss? This is not about robots and dinosaurs kissing. This is about them savagely battling to the death. Okay? I feel like I should move chat over a little bit. Maybe wow. Give me a second. Happy RUSEDAY, everyone. Today is my friend and fellow lunatics, Justin's birthday. We want Buggy for the Pirate King. Happy birthday! Good taste. Buggy will definitely be the Pirate King. For sure. I have all the confidence in the world. Wait, maybe I'll put it over here. So Perona's not blocking you guys. Warned. There we go. That looks good. Warned. Happy RUSEDAY, Runie. Can't wait to see what you've cooked up with this idea. I've been looking forward to it ever since you got the sparkle in your eye the first time it came up. Ooh, wow. You guys need to take this seriously. This is very serious. You're just rolling for the gacha. Well, you failed. You failed the gacha. You failed it. So as you guys know already, today we are going to be doing some storytelling. So I have the rough outline to a screenplay called Robots versus Dinosaurs. And I am going to walk you through the plot of it. Now, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't think this is necessarily a great stream what do you call it? I don't necessarily think this is a great stream format. It'd probably be better to just pre-record this kind of thing, only because people are gonna come in halfway through and be like, what's going on? And I'm not gonna be able to rewind and tell them. So those of you who are here early, you're gonna get the full uninterrupted story. Congratulations, you are the chosen ones. And when people come in partway through the stream and are like, what's going on? Just ignore them. Tell them nothing. Give them absolutely no context. Do not help them. Leave them in the dust. Okay? Yeah, because they should have just like been here on time like I was. I'm always on time. I was on time, so why couldn't they be on time? That's the question. Hey, 11 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, almost a year. Let's go. Happy RUSEDAY, everyone. Today... Oh, wait, I already read this one. Hello, Runie. Hello. Good evening, Miss Been waiting for the stream all day long. I hope your day has been going well. Thank you. It's been going pretty okay. Bonus points if we get raided while Runie is roaring. I do not plan to do any roars. No roars for you. No roars for you. I think happy RUSEDAY. One roar for you. One roar and only that one. Wow. What timing. I guess I gotta give it to that one. Happy RUSEDAY, evil woman. Kind of unfair that robots have Perona on their side. No, Perona is not picking any sides. And if she did, she would pick dinosaurs. For sure. Yeah, I guess you kind of won the gacha there. I guess I'll just delete the miracle rare because you don't even want to pull that anymore. All you want to pull, you know, is things like that. I see how it is. No. 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 For some mysterious reason, I saw some ads for more Baby Monster tour dates and they're playing near me. Haven't seen a K-pop show in a while, but yes! So I'm just gonna take it as a sign that Baby Monster is making the numbers. They're pulling the numbers, they're doing a great job because they did announce that they're doing several more tour dates in North America, putting at the end of their tour. So I'm hoping that I can also go and see them again. Maybe this time I can get like VIP tickets or something. We'll see. I could make it to a bunch of the shows that they added. I don't think I'll go to all of them, but I'll go to one of them, probably. But I don't know which one. But very, I'm so happy for them. I want that selfie. You don't understand. You don't understand. Okay. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Baby Monster. Baby, I'm a monster. Dun 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 dun. B-A-B-Y-M-O-N. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. We're not here to talk about Baby Monster. Baby, I'm a monster. I've never felt like this before. Something right when you threw the door. Something click, it's a state of mind. Kinda rich, can't be quantified. And it ain't my fault if you're not trying to match my mood. Sorry, but that's on you. Baby, I don't mean to brag. You know I'm not talking cash. Got a thing that's only mine. And I watch your eyes go green. I can feel your jealousy. Up here in the sky. Oh, look at me. I woke up feeling like a billionaire. Whoa, world is mine, yeah, life is so unfair. Money don't compare. I got something rare. Feeling like a billionaire. This is not about Baby Monster. This is about robots and dinosaurs. Wow. The most adorable evil woman on the internet. Whomst? Are you talking about Perona? Perona, they're talking about you. They're calling you. They're saying nice things about you, Perona. Yeah, robots versus dinosaurs versus Baby Monster. All right, we gotta get to business here. We gotta get to business, okay? Important things to do. First, though, we gotta set the scene. With some music. Can you guys hear that? All right. So we open up. What the heck? I'm gonna put this behind the dinosaur. I have to move things around a lot, so be patient with me, okay? Be patient with me. we open up on a beautiful... It's a little low? Oh! It's the same volume as my BGM. Could you guys not hear my BGM either? Is that what you're telling me? Can you hear that? Because that's like infinitely louder than I ever play background music. Can you still hear me? My BGM must have been really quiet for a long time now, because I literally have not touched the volume button on that in months. Wow! Now it's too loud. I'm gonna stop asking you guys. You guys can't even agree amongst yourselves. Brunetics, love your singing and content. Keep it up, daring, dashing, evil woman. Oh, thank you. But Runie, I was a Power Rangers kid. Where the giant robots are often dinosaurs. What do I do? Well, you'll have to listen to my story and find out. You'll have to listen and find out. No, I'm not gonna scream. This is important. Listen, okay, I'm setting the stage. We open up on a beautiful scene of a lush jungle island filled with dinosaurs. Fantastical sweeping music a la Jurassic Park theme is playing. At first, we just see dinosaurs. Dinosaurs living their lives as if the prehistoric times had never left us. But then we start to see more and more robots. Robots of all different shapes and sizes. And they're moving around and they're doing things. There seems to be specialized robots to collect samples from trees, samples from eggs, samples from poop. They seem to be studying these strange dinosaur creatures. And the dinosaurs just ignore the robots. All in all, they're living in peace with each other on this strange island. And then we see one robot. It gets stuck in a little branch, and then it tips over, and it's broken its little part. It's stuck. It can't get up, right? So then comes this little dude. A human shows up. He's like, oh no. Runs over. Looks like a very normal person. Yeah, it's a guy. Oh my goodness, male on stream. He comes running over. He's like, uh-oh. The robot. So he picks up the robot. And he takes the robot. Alright. He takes it to this facility. It looks like a facility that's set up, and there's a bunch of robots there. It seems that the robots are kind of coalescing and charging up, and they're living in this little area. There's some other humans, too, walking around there. He takes it over to this big robot. Wait, I opened the wrong thing. Here we go. To this robot. It's a big robot with a sexy woman's face. And she looks and she's like, oh, you need to do this and that. Wait, she should have a British accent. You need to do this and that in order to fix the robot. She assesses the robot and then she tells the man what he needs to do. And he's like, okay, yes, ma'am. Right? So he runs over. He runs over. And he's going to, you know, start trying to prepare the robot. Okay? But then we gotta get rid of this film. We're gonna pick a new dinosaur. How about this? This. He comes over here. This dinosaur shows up. And for some reason, this dinosaur is being aggressive. The man just stands there and does nothing. He looks completely blank-faced. Completely blank-faced. The Carnotaurus is like... Still, he's blank-faced. Right? I gotta change the music. I gotta change the music. Hold on. We gotta put the serious music on. It's tense. The two of them just staring each other down. But surprisingly, the man really doesn't look scared. It seems that maybe the dinosaur will back away. And then suddenly, the dinosaur attacks and starts ripping the man to shreds, ripping him. His limbs are going everywhere, backwards and forwards. And that's when it's revealed that the man was also a robot. And as he gets ripped to shreds, it's all robot parts. A weird gooey gook seeps out of his body. And as we watch the dinosaur continue to rip this robot and the other robot to shreds, we zoom away. And we go far away from the island. Farther away from the island. And the music changes once again. And now we are in an office space. We're in an office space. And you see two people who I will now deem... Should I make them bigger? Maybe? Robo Guy and Dino Girl. They sit in a comically large office space. Now this is clearly an office that was meant for many people to be in, but there's only these two people in it, and it's clear that all of the other desks that other people would have sat at have just been overtaken by these two people's stuff. The room is comically split in half. On the guy's half, it's all technology, okay? It's drones and robot parts, and it's all futuristic looking. And then on the girl's side, it's all dinosaur eggs and dinosaur bones and botanical stuff, more wet chemistry looking things. Wow. I am already shipping Robo Guy and Dino Girl. You guys, okay, shh. You cannot jump ahead of me, okay? Absolute cinema. Mwah. So I will say that from now on, I don't have everything, like, I wanted the opening scene to be quite well put together and narrated. From here on out, it's gonna be more like bullet point style of storytelling. But hopefully that little opening scene was enough to get you guys interested. So like that's your hook into the world. Does Dino Girl have swirly glasses? Yeah, sure, why not? Not really improv because I do know basically what's gonna happen. You're locked in. So you realize that they have both been watching this scene happen, and they've been watching this scene happen from these computer screens that they have on both sides. Now, Dino Girl seems only slightly interested. Her eyes are mostly focused on a different screen, and this screen is following a baby Ankylosaurus. And you can tell that she has pictures of this baby dinosaur everywhere. So you can already start to get the idea that maybe she really likes this little baby Ankylosaurus, which we will just call baby from now on. But she's watching him through the cameras. Robo Guy is really upset. He's like, no, no. Give me a name. Can you guys give me a name? Just a random name. Jerry? Okay. He's like, no, Jerry! Jerry, not my models 525, Jerry, no! And then he gets mad at her. And he's like, what's with your freaking dinosaurs lately? They keep killing my robots. And she's like, I don't know. And also, I don't care. This is not about your robots. It's about the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs always come first. And just so you know, that dinosaur was also named Jerry. So that's the only Jerry I care about. And he's like, we wouldn't be able to collect samples. You wouldn't be able to get any of the information that you're using to study these dinosaurs if it wasn't for my robots. And I don't think it's fair that my robots aren't allowed to defend themselves when your dinosaurs go crazy. And she's like, my dinosaurs never go crazy. They're very, very peaceful, and we've trained them not to fight with the robots, and that barely ever happens. And he's like, oh yeah? Well, it just happened, and it's been happening a whole lot lately. And so they're mad, they're angry. They clearly don't get along super well. She's got her little special interest. He's got his special interest, and it doesn't really always line up, right? Then he starts going on, you don't understand, okay? He starts talking about the female robot, okay? It turns out that the female robot was created by the scientists in the 80s, okay? In the 80s, named Griselda, okay? And he really admires Griselda. He has a picture of her on his desk. He's clearly got a little bit of crush on old Griselda, okay? And he's like, she was the greatest scientist known to man. No one since has ever been as smart or as capable as her. And her creation, the little Griselda, it can't be replaced. You know, if it were ever to be destroyed, we simply don't have the knowledge, you know, to replicate it. And now that Griselda's passed on, like, it would just be devastating. It would be horrible if something happened to little Griselda. And Dino Girl's like, I'm so sick of you talking about Griselda and little Griselda. Like, your dumb little crush that you have on that stupid robot is so lame. I'm sure somebody could rebuild it. Like, if you're so concerned, why don't you just like learn how to rebuild it yourself? And he's like, I don't have a crush on little Griselda. And like, who are you to talk? Because you treat that stupid baby dinosaur like it's your actual baby, and it's not your actual baby. It's just a dinosaur. And like, also, what happened to not interfering with the dinosaurs? Because you're like constantly rooting for this one. And she's like, I'm not interfering with the dinosaur. I'm just rooting for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. And how dare you? How dare you? How dare you speak ill of baby, because this baby dinosaur got separated from its family when it was just a baby, and it should have died like 12 times over, but it is brave and it is resilient, and it has been surviving against all of the odds. This little baby dinosaur is braver and stronger than you will ever hope to be, and probably smarter too. So don't you dare even talk about my baby. Okay, so clearly we've already established that they've both got their own little obsessions, okay? They both have their little things that they like. He's really obsessed with the computer, and she's really obsessed with her baby dinosaur. What the heck? What the heck? Poor Jerry. He just wanted to make something great and elevate the person he looked up to. Well, Jerry was the robot that died, just to make it clear. Jerry was the robot that died. Is Robo Guy misunderstood? Maybe. That'll be for you to see. These guys are gonna have the craziest kids in the future. You just wait. Are we talking 2B looking robot asking for a friend? It's like a really hot woman in a screen, so not quite like 2B, right? I think it really is baby work. Oh my gosh, she feels about baby dinosaur how I feel. Maybe, wait, you guys have just awoken something in me. Maybe this whole plot line with her and baby dinosaur. Super rare! Maybe that whole plot line was me actually projecting my love, right? It was nice of you to do this after the Oscars so everyone had a chance to win something. You just wait. I cooked. Okay, let me catch up with my notes. Okay, so then we're good. We pan out. We pan out of this room. We pan out of that office space into the outer office space where we do see several workers and they are packing up bags. And then you also see this very serious businesswoman. It's clear that she is, you know, she's the one in charge, and she looks it. She looks well dressed. She looks very intelligent. She's put together. I describe her as well dressed and well stressed. Okay, well dressed, well stressed. So she comes stomping over to one of the people's desks and is like, "What the hell? I told you to stop making it obvious. Why are you packing up already? Okay." Is she single? She is. Dreadfully single. And yes, she's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful older woman. Okay? She's like, "I told you to stop making it obvious." And then the other person's like, "What? You haven't told them yet?" And she's like, "Why? Do you want to do it? Do you want to be the one to break the news to them?" And you definitely get the impression that whatever this news is, none of them would want to have to tell. And they're clearly talking about Robot Guy and Dino Girl. None of everybody else is just kind of like shuts up and goes about their business, because like obviously whatever this news is, nobody's gonna want to break it to them. She's looking real stressed. She's like, "Is this your lady yourself insert?" Maybe. So I'm having too much fun. So then enters Rich Boy. So Rich Boy comes running back in. He is plump and well dressed, kind of preppy, big rosy cheeks. He looks very friendly, very innocent, very, very rich. Okay. And he comes in. Rich guy. Yeah, he's plump. He's plump. He's plump on daddy's money. He comes in and he's like, "Wow, even your bathroom is just fantastic, just spectacular. Wow. I love it here. I'm having the time of my life." And she's just kind of like, "Okay, let's continue the tour, whatever." But then he sees into the other office and he's like, "Oh, what's in here?" And he goes la-di-da-di-da-di-da and starts to go into the office, and CEO is like, "Fuck. Over here we have very interesting things," but it's too late. He's like, "Ah ha ha," and he's walked into the office. So now he's walked into the office where our two main leads are. Dino Girl and Robo Guy. The second they come in, Robo Guy is like completely shuts down. He sees the CEO woman and completely shuts down. He can't do it anymore. He's like basically cowering in a corner. He possibly a full face connect play on the main channel in the future. That could be very fun. Maybe one day. Did she always have that Runie laugh, or is this something new? Which Runie laugh? The I've always had that. So Dino Girl doesn't run and hide. She's just kind of like curious. And then Rich Boy is like, goes up to this one fossil and is like, "Oh my gosh, it's a T-Rex! It's a T-Rex fossil, wow!" And he like goes to touch it. Dino Girl not having any of that. She immediately comes over to this guy and is like, actually, that's not a T-Rex. That's a, I don't know, like a Spinosaurus. So first of all, you're incorrect. Second of all, get your grubby hands off of that. You don't just walk into something and touch people's fossils, actually. And then she just says like kind of some insulting things to him. Like she is not playing games with this guy, already hates him. clearly thinks she's very superior to him. Rich boy is like, ah, she's so funny. Oh, CEO woman, she's so funny. Who is this? And CEO is shooting daggers at her. And she's like, she is our lead dinosaur expert here here in the company. And I promise she's usually very polite. And he does not care. He's like, ah ha ha ha.
Oh, wow.
Ah ha ha ha. Like this. And then he's like, you know what? I just got a wonderful idea. And he's like buddying up to her. She is not having it. She is like, ew, do not touch me. Your dumbness is gonna wear off on me. Like, I'm gonna get infected by your idiot germs. You are not smart enough to be in my presence. And he's like, I would love to have a dinosaur expert with us on the tour of the island. And she's like, ew, no. Did you say on the island? And CEO is like, you could just see it all over her face. Fuck. And he's like, yeah, yeah, she's gonna take me on a tour of the island later. Dino Girl's like, I thought humans weren't allowed to go to the island. Like, nobody's ever been allowed to go to the island. I didn't think that was possible. Like, yeah, I'll go to the island. Now she's being all buddy. She's like, I'll go to the island. Yeah, like, that's so fun. So now they're like, going to the island. CEO is like, I really don't think that's a good idea. I really don't think that it's just gonna be a short little trip and less people the better. And they're like, going to the island. And she's like, oh, okay, fine. Clearly, she feels pressured to please the rich guy. So she's like, okay, fine. I guess it would be nice to have a dinosaur expert with us on the island. Oh, we're gonna go onto the boat tonight. Well, now Robo Guy is like, he's exploding on the inside. You can see it all over his face because he doesn't want to say anything. He's way too shy. He's too nervous to say anything, but he wants to go to that freaking island. If he goes to the island, he can meet his robot, right? So he's like, lucky for him, Dino Girl notices. She notices. She takes pity on him. She's like, you know, it would be much safer if we had our robot expert with us on the island too, and we could learn a bunch of really cool stuff about the robots. CEO is like, no way. Nope, forget it. No more people. It's not happening. And then Dino Girl's like, I wouldn't feel comfortable going on the island, right? Unless we had our robot expert. And Rich Boy's like, well, if she wants him, then he has to come. And so CEO's like, oh my God, fine, whatever. The boat leaves tonight. Fine, just whatever. She's so stressed out. She's like, fine. So they both leave to continue their little tour of that. Right. And then Robo Guy is like, he's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And she's like, I know, you like owe me your life or whatever. Like, I'm so nice to you. Like, a lame-o like you that can't talk to women. Ha 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 ha. I'm so nice to you. You owe me everything. And he's like, shut up. I wasn't gonna say thank you. I didn't even want to go to the island. Actually, you just read me wrong. And I know that you only did this because you probably want me to help you chase down that stupid baby dinosaur. And I'm not gonna do it. And she's like, dang right, you're gonna help me chase down that baby dinosaur because I got you on this trip in this first place, and I know you're a big liar because you want to go have a date with your stupid robot girlfriend. And he's like, no, but he's blushing real hard because, yeah, he is thinking about having a date with his robot girlfriend. Anyways, now we transition. We transition, and I'm thinking there'll be like a kind of a cool transition scene where you see them kind of like packing the boat, And you'll also see that along with Rich Boy, he also has like a group of like, I guess bodyguard type people with him. And they're also kind of like packing up this boat. And then it zooms out further and you realize that there's actually like, it's a big ship and they're loading onto a smaller ship from like this big, huge ship. And then that smaller ship is sailing to the island. So this whole operation actually takes place on the ocean. Robo Guy fears the girl boss failure. Real. I don't know, but they're like really beefy. Mothership and Shoal Ferry. Yeah, exactly, something like that. But now we transition back to the island. I said I was gonna be a little less detailed, and then I've been very detailed, so I apologize. So I gotta switch it back to the jungle music. Okay, let me. We're gonna, just to show that we're at the island, I'll move this like kind of back. We're at the island now. So it's the rich boy and his like little group of lackeys, and then we have the CEO. Oh, wow. And Dino Girl and Robo Guy. Oh wait, I forgot something important. Okay, so I'm not gonna take all these players off of the screen, but just pretend that during the transition scene, while the boat is traveling to the island, the boat gets noticed by somebody, a shadowy form on the island. Somebody who's been climbing a tree sees the approaching fairies. Ooh, somebody's on the island. Ooh, very spooky. Once per stream, Gamba, until Elden Ring dreams come true. Good luck. You guys are never gonna get it. I'm never gonna play Elden Ring. With a 0.05% chance of rolling that gacha, it's never happening. Notice me, Shadow Senpai. Okay. Now I gotta check my notes. I know the rest of the story a little less well than I know the very beginning one. Okay. Okay, so they show up on the island, and immediately Dino Girl and Robo Guy are kind of like, let's go. she wants to go look at the samples and stuff, and he wants to go meet, this. So they're like, we gotta go take care of some things now that we're on the island. So we'll be right back. Ha ha ha. And they both kind of go. CEO's like, whatever. She didn't want them there in the first place. So she stays with Rich Boy. And she's like, okay, she's got this whole itinerary. She's like, oh, we'll take you around the island. Everything will be fine. Blah, blah, blah. And Rich Boy's like, oh, yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, look over there. I see a dinosaur already. And way off in the distance or something. Maybe not that one. Actually, wait, yeah. Maybe off in the water. They see a dinosaur over there. He's like, oh, look, there's a dinosaur, ha ha ha. And then all of a sudden, both the thugs, the goons, they start pulling out guns and hunting equipment. And CEO is like, what is happening? And Rich Boy is like, oh, ha ha ha, I invited them along to hunt. And she's like, I thought you invited them along to be your bodyguards. And he's like, well, that too, but they paid me a lot of money so they could hunt some dinosaurs. So like, you understand, pat, 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 pat. And she is like not happy with this, but you can tell she's kind of in a bind. She doesn't know what to do. So she's just kind of like, okay. So that's where we leave that scene. Right? So then we go to Dino Girl and Robo Guy. Right? And she's like, yeah, she's like hanging out with the dinosaurs, and he's hanging out with the robots, and they're looking at everything. They're just like completely enamored. All of this is like a dream come true to them. And you know, they're doing their little things. And then of course, Robo Guy sees her, the sexiest robot. And he's like, he can barely talk to her. He's like so nervous. He basically responds to her the same way that he does the CEO. He like can't even talk to her. He's like, oh my god. Dino Girl's like, this guy. She's not having it. She's like, this guy, he needs help. Like, wow. I've heard enough. Get Michael Bay and Chris Pratt on the phone. Thank you. But yeah, I gotta get through the rest of the story. I gotta get through the rest of the story. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I'm a shooter, so I gotta shoot. Well, you shot and missed. Thank you for the tip, Alex. Thank you. Okay, so as this is going on, right? All of a sudden, that one like really angry dinosaur comes back. This one. And it gets really tense. This dinosaur is like really angry for some reason. And to be honest, this dinosaur is acting a little angry too. You know, Dino Girl's a little surprised by how agitated, because, you know, this Dimetrodon, I think is what it is, would usually be like relatively calmer. I don't know anything about dinosaurs, so if I get dinosaur facts wrong, listen, when I go to write the movie, I would actually hire a dinosaur like expert, because I don't know anything about dinosaurs. Yeah, I would hire Pipa. So that's true. Movies don't get them right either, so we're fine. But basically, this dinosaur comes, it's like, rawr, 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 rawr. And basically, Robo Guy finally jumps into action because he has to save his girlfriend robot, right? So some of the other robots get destroyed by this one. It's like, bleh. But he jumps in to gear and is trying to save his sexy robot girlfriend, right? But it's not going well. Because, okay, just to remind you, like, this is a dinosaur and he's just like a robot guy, and she's like literally just a girl. So neither of them really know what to do. So they're like, and it actually looks like he might actually get killed by the Carnotaurus. But then all of a sudden, a dart comes whizzing through the air, and it puts the Carnotaurus to sleep. So Carnotaurus goes to sleep. And then Cool Guy shows up. Dun, dun, dun. He's gonna be so much taller because I have a full body one of him, so he's just gonna be really tall. I guess I can put him like this. Wait, I should crop him so he's not just like way taller than everybody else. Hold on. So this is clearly the guy that you guys saw earlier, the shadow of. And he's like, whew, that was a close call. And of course, Robo Guy and Dino Girl are like, who the heck are you? Ah! They're freaking out. They're like, who is this guy, right? So then he tells them that he is, wait, I wrote it down. I thought it was funny, the way that I wrote it down. What did I call it again? Oh, he's like, I'm the underground urban explorer. Ha 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 ha. The underground urban explorer. And basically he tells them that he's been sneaking onto this island, this secret island. He's like, a lot of people think this island isn't real, but I had a feeling it was. Wow. So I took my little boat all the way out here one day, and I discovered this island of dinosaurs. And basically, he's been sneaking onto the island and taking photos and footage of the dinosaurs. And then he uploads it to, like, the web. And, like, well, he's, like, sells the videos, like, on the dark web or whatever. For, like, exclusive, you know, dinosaur footage and photo I don't know, customers, whatever. It doesn't matter. Basically, he's been sneaking onto the island to take photos of these secret dinosaurs or whatever. And they're both like, whoa. They're both very turned off by this guy immediately. They're like, that's not cool, you shouldn't be doing that. But also, like, you kind of saved our lives, so I guess, like, that's fine. And, you know, he's like, the dinosaurs have been so much more aggressive lately, I don't understand. And so this will be like the maybe 7th time that audience has heard this reference to, you know, the dinosaurs being more aggressive than they usually are. Because one of the robots got messed up too, he notices that there's all this like gooey gunk. And he's like, what is all this gunk in this? It smells so bad in the robot. And then Dino Girl is like, oh, well, in order to train the dinosaurs not to eat the robots, we actually flavor them like really, it's basically like a super bitter flavoring like you would give a cat, right? Or a dog to stop chewing on something. So a long time ago, the dinosaurs kind of learned that the robots are nasty to chew on. And so they usually leave the robots alone. Like the robots don't usually have any problem, you know? Right? Doesn't it make sense? Yeah, switch cartridges. Yeah, switch cartridge robots. And so, that's so stupid, but yes. And so, she's also very confused as to why all the dinosaurs are acting, you know, so weird, because this is very not normal. So then, what happens after that? I have to check my notes. Is that Sly Marbo? Who's Sly Marbo? Masaka! Oh, and then one more thing before we switch scenes is Robo Guy is clearly very distraught that little Griselda, the robot, almost got destroyed. And so he starts like ferociously typing code into her. You don't know exactly what he's doing to her, but he's like ferociously typing code into her. And she says something like, you know, she's like, are you my master? It is such a pleasure to meet you. I never thought I would ever meet you. Thank you for protecting me or something. And he's like, and he's ferociously coding into her. Yeah. I don't know anything about coding, so that's him. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention something earlier. I totally forgot to mention something earlier. I'm so sorry. So, Cool Guy, you also saw his shadow earlier because he overheard the conversation with the rich guy. So he also already knows that there's gonna be hunters or whatever. And so he spills the beans to these two and is like, you know, I don't want anything to happen to the dinosaurs because I make good money off of these pictures. So, by the way, I overheard this. Like, are you guys doing that now? Or are you just, like, letting people come to the island to, like, hunt? To, of course, both wish they're like, Masaka! No way! That's terrible. This is horrible news. Neither of them have ever heard of this. They're like, what? No way, no way. We've got to stop this from happening. This is horrible. So he stops punching in his code, and then they have to go run. And they go run to see if they can try and find the other people so that they can stop them. So then we transition scenes back to CEO, Rich Boy, and the thugs. And CEO she's just having a time of it. She's over here, she's sighing, she's huffing and puffing. Like I said, she's well stressed right now. She's well stressed. And then one of the goons is like, oh, I see a dinosaur. And Rich Boy's like, oh, is it a T-Rex? And he's like, nah, it's this like little tiny thing, but I think its shell would be really cute. So I'm gonna shoot it and take it home for my wife. Rich Boy's like, aw, it's not a T-Rex. Okay, well, whatever. You guys already see where this is going. You already see where this is going. You guys are so quick with the upkeep. I love you guys. So, yup, exactly. He has spotted little baby Ankylosaurus, who is minding its own business over here. And he's like he's aiming a gun at it. The CEO is still kind of like, this really isn't safe. We really shouldn't be doing this. She's like really stressed out. And around this time, the other three show up, but they're kind of like at a distance, right? So they haven't made it close enough yet. So I'm gonna put them like over here. They're like watching from the side. And obviously, when Dino Girl sees like what's happening, she is freaking out. She is very, very upset because it's her baby. And she's, you know, kind of rapidly explaining to Cool Guy, like, you know, how nothing can happen to that dinosaur and he's gonna shoot it and they're all tense and he's like, let me see if I can do something, but they're still like a little bit away, like they'll never make it in time. They don't know what to do. And then I gotta change the music. We gotta get the tense music back on, right? Then there's this long, very, very tense scene where the goon is aiming his gun at the baby, and baby doesn't know that he's doing it, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming, right? And then, right when he's about to pull the trigger, wow, wow, third-party dinosaur comes out of nowhere, attacks the goon, is ripping him to shreds, very similar to what happened before, except this time it's not a robot, it's a human being, and it's super gory, and he's literally getting torn apart. The other goon is like, wait, I should get rid of this goon. He's dead. He's dead now. The other goon is like, uh-oh. CEO is freaking out. She is losing her mind. Rich guy is like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Because he's just like a psycho. Yeah, he went to goon heaven. CEO like shuffles him and the rest of his goons like into this little think like tank caravan thing, and the tank caravan thing is being piloted by one of these human robots. I should have gotten a little thing, but I did not. But just imagine they're like in a little car together, and the robot has been piloting it, but he's piloting it from like the outside. So like he's sitting outside, and the dinosaur is now coming up and threatening him. But as you guys know, the robots, they're not allowed to protect themselves, right? They can't protect themselves. So he's just sitting there. What? You don't understand what I'm saying? Do you guys see where this is going? You see where this is going, right? He's not allowed to protect himself, right? So there's a showdown between, and it looks like it's gonna be the same again. And all the while, of course, you know, these three over here in hiding are all watching like with bated breath because they don't know what's gonna happen. And he's like, and it looks like that same scene that you saw from the beginning was gonna happen again. But then at the last moment, you see like a beep, beep bada boop boop beep beep, like something uploading to him, and you hear the voice. you hear the voice of little Griselda, and she's like, "My child, protect yourself." And then he goes full cyborg robot mode and is like, "Wah, pachow, 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 pachow." Epic robot versus dinosaur fight. And the robot ends up killing the dinosaur. Now the dinosaur is dead. Dwah. And baby dinosaur runs away. So you can't see it anymore. Now Rich Boy is very upset. He's like, "What the heck? What the heck? Your stupid robot just killed one of my dinosaurs." And the CEO is like shocked. She's like, "Oh, that's not supposed to happen. They're programmed not to hurt the dinosaurs." And Rich Boy is like, "Well, I'm gonna dock this away from how much I'm gonna pay you, because you're killing the product over here, and I thought that the robots weren't supposed to interfere with the dinosaurs, and what if one of your stupid robots kills my precious T-Rexes?" And she's like, "How is this any different than you letting your goons like hunt them?" And he's like, "Because the goons are paying me. Is your robot gonna pay me?" "Well, he is now, because I'm deducting the price of that dinosaur that your stupid robot just killed from the price that I'm gonna give you to buy this place." And she's like, "Oh my god." And so now it becomes clear to the audience that she's selling the island to Rich Boy. Rich guy only thinking about the T-Rexes, man. It's true. He's clearly obsessed with his T-Rexes. It's the uprising imminence. A very similar conversation is going on in the corner here, where Dino Girl is like, what just happened? And Robo Guy's like, "So now you know what it feels like." And she's like, "This is literally not the same. Like, that is a living creature, and you can rebuild your stupid robots. Like, this is literally not the same. And what happened? What did you do? What did you do?" And Robo Guy's like, "Well, I may have put some new programming into little Griselda to, like, you know, protect herself, but I didn't realize that it was gonna make her want to protect all the other robots too. Like, that was unintentional. I didn't mean it." And Dino Girl's like, "This is horrible. Like, if the dinosaurs are acting really aggressive for some unknown reason, and now the robots are gonna start defending themselves, like, this place is going to be like an absolute nightmare." And then Cool Guy is like, "Yeah." He doesn't have anything to say. He's just like, "Wow, nightmare. By the way, who's that lady? She's like really hot. Like that lady over there." Did you guys see that hot lady? She's like real hot. He's got the hots for CEO lady. They don't care about this. They're so uninterested in this. Yeah, good taste. He's got good taste. Now what happens? We did the hunting scene. I forgot to mention earlier that before the hunting battle goes down, Rich Boy also does make a strange comment about the dinosaurs being more aggressive. He's like, "Perfect. That's just what I planned for." So just like a little weird kind of suspicious comment about the dinosaurs being extra aggressive. When the CEO is like, "This is dangerous. We shouldn't be doing this. Blah 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 blah. They've been really aggressive lately. The dinosaurs, blah blah blah." And then he's just like, "That's just what I wanted." So just keep that in mind. So then CEO spots these three from out the corner. She's like, "Okay, I gotta go take care of this." She's like, You stay here in the truck with the robot," because she thinks at least the robot will protect them probably. She's like, "Stay in the truck. I'm gonna go talk to my scientists. Stay here where you're safe. Like, seriously, stay here. Like, seriously?" And Rich Boy's like, "Okay, he." But we all know that's not gonna happen. But she leaves them. And I can go ahead and get rid of the dead dinosaur too. She leaves them, and she goes over to these three. But as she's going over there, Dino Girl spots Baby again, right? And Baby starts running in a certain direction. And she's like, oh my gosh. And she like, it looks dangerous. So she just kind of runs off after the baby. And Robot Guy's like, wait, don't leave me alone with this. Like, CEO's coming over, like, But then he sees that she's going off somewhere dangerous. And then there's Cool Guy there. And so Robo Guy kind of looks at Cool Guy and is like, will you go and make sure that she's safe? And Cool Guy, he's kind of, you know, he's kind of like, oh, yeah, little buddy. Yeah, I'd rather stay here and talk to the hot chick, but you know what? Okay, little buddy, like giving him a little noogie. Okay, little buggy, I'll go make sure your girlfriend over here is safe. He's like, it's not my girlfriend. But Cool Guy goes after Dino Girl to help her. He is a bro, he's a bro. He's very nice. So CEO Girl comes over and she's like, what is going on? Where do the other scientists go? Everything is a disaster. The robots are attacking people now. And he's like, no. He can't talk. He's like, and she starts going off. She's like, I don't know what you did. You messed with the programming. You need to go and you need to fix it, okay? But the robots need to start behaving correctly. And you need to find the stupid dino scientist too and tell her to get her freaking dinosaurs in gear, because why are the dinosaurs all crazy? This is a horrible moment for all of this mess to be happening. She's like, do you have any idea how important this tour was? Like, Rich Guy is literally our only chance of selling this company. Now that the government has cut all of our funding, we're going under. There's nothing that we can. I'm gonna lose everything that I have, and so are you. Your pensions, everything, all of it is gonna be gone if we don't sell this stupid company. So it's not just in my best interest, it's in your best interest too, to get everything working the way that this is supposed to be working. And Robo Guy's like, and she's like taking him by the ear, and she's like, we're gonna go back to the camp right now, and you are going to reprogram the robots to work correctly, okay? And then you're gonna hunt down the dinosaur girl, and you're gonna make the dinosaurs do something different than whatever the hell they're doing right now. Understood? And he's like, so he's completely given into her. So they go back. He just can't stand up to her. He can't stand up to her. So they go back to the camp where, you know, his little Griselda is, and the other robots or whatever. Let's see. Checking my notes. Robo Guy gets a pension in this economy. Not anymore. He wasn't gonna survive until retirement anyways. Yes, he would. He would have been fine. He would have been cool. Okay, yeah, so they head back to the camp. So then we're catching back up with Dino Girl and Cool Guy. And he's like catching up with her. She's lost sight of baby dinosaur again. She's like, oh, where could it have gone? I need to save baby dinosaur and get him back to his family. Like, I'm so sad about it. And she's like, really sad. And cool Guy is like, he's like, it's too dangerous, blah, blah, blah. Like, you need to be careful. And then they come across, oh wait, okay, she looks up and she sees like a drone that like flies over the sky, and it like really catches her attention. And Cool Guy's like, oh yeah, like since when did you guys put in all these drones? You know, I'd never seen one before until I thought it was a surveillance thing or something. It made me really nervous. I've been dodging them, but there's all these drones flying around now. And she's like, I mean, not that I know of. We've never had, like, we haven't been using drones. Like, we use all the cameras on like our on the robots and stuff. We haven't been, I don't know what that is. And so then she is like looking at it and she's watching it, and the drone like flies over a thing of like, I don't know, like these dinosaurs. And she notices that as the drone like flies over it, this little herd of dinosaurs starts getting really upset. They're like, rah, 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 and they start fighting each other. And she's like, wait a minute. I think the drone is doing something to cause the dinosaurs to get upset. So cool guy is like, okay, let me shoot it down. So he like, in a really cool, like he's being so epically cool right now. Like this guy, I should clarify, he is handsome, he is suave, he's got, I don't know, an Australian accent, and he's like rugged cool, think like Han Solo cool, Indiana Jones type, and he like does like some Legolas like shwa, 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 up a tree, and he shoots like a bow and arrow, and it like shoots down the drone, and they go to inspect the drone, and she's looking at it and she's like, she's like, oh, I'd really need Robo Guy to confirm this, but I think there's some sort of sound that this thing was playing. It must be some sort of sound the dinosaurs can hear that's like really upsetting them. And then he keeps looking at it, and he looks and he sees that on the bottom of it there's like a name, like a label, and he's like, huh, this label, isn't this, you guys give me a last name. And any random, anything that could be a last name. Give me a random last name. Yeah, it's Harrison Ford with a boomerang. Okay, let's go Bernard. So Sparta. Okay, let's go Sparta dash Bernard. So he sees Sparta dash Bernard, and he's like, oh, I've heard of this company before. It's like really, really rich technology company. And I think it's got this like, it's supposedly the heir to this company is like super obnoxious. And she's like, wait, did you say Sparta dash Bernard? I'm pretty sure that's the last name of that weird guy that we're giving a tour to. And then they're like, oh, ding, 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 ding. Things start coming together. They're like, oh no. And then at that point, she gets like a little message on her walkie-talkie, and it's Robo Guy. And he's like, we're having a huge problem. The dinosaurs are going crazy. They're attacking the main camp. She's like, oh, do you see a drone? There may be a drone around. You need to attack it. The drones are the things that are agitating the robots. Or sorry, the dinosaurs. So then we switch back over to this scene. So it's CEO, and it's Robo Guy, and it's Sexy Robot, and then, you know, just other like random robots around. But they're being attacked by a bunch of dinosaurs. So yeah, we'll just bring these dinosaurs over here. So these dinosaurs are coming in and they're attacking them, right? And the robots are now fighting them because the robots can now defend themselves. So the robots are now fighting the dinosaurs. So I'm not very good at like choreographing or like blocking out action scenes. You guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. But basically what involves is like a really cool, high stakes, high energy like fight scene between the robots there and the dinosaurs, because the robots at the main camp where there's a bunch of robots, they're defending themselves, and the dinosaurs are just really agitated and they're trying to destroy the robots. And finally Robo Guy, he's like on the phone or whatever, and CEO woman's kind of freaking out. She's like, what do you do? Do this and do that and blah 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 and da 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 da. And then finally okay, wait, I just got an idea. She's like, do this and do that, and she kind of gets mad and like frustrated because he's just like blabbering and like not talking to her and instead talking to the walkie-talkie. You know, like sometimes when you get mad, you're like on the closest like thing. She goes bang and like kind of like hits her hand into little Griselda. And then he loses it. He loses it. And he stands up to her for the first time and is like, no, you're gonna listen to me. You're the one who got us into this mess by bringing some crazy person onto the island where you knew it wasn't safe. And now it seems like he's been doing something by sending these drones to the dinosaurs because it's his company, because, you know, he's heard all this through the walkie-talkie. He's like, so this is all your fault. So actually, you're gonna listen to me and you're gonna keep your dirty, grimy, greedy hands off of little Griselda, and you're gonna do exactly what I say. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to program the robots for more defensive. So instead of killing the dinosaurs, they're just like more he basically is gonna try to program them to like protect themselves, but not while also protecting the dinosaurs. So he's like ferociously coding it. He's like, and while I do that, you're gonna climb up onto the roof of this facility and shoot down that drone. And he just like throws like a, I don't know, he throws something at her, like a pipe or something that she can throw at it. And she's like, you know, she's all dressed up in her heels or whatever. And she's like, I'm going to what? And he's like, shut up, woman, you heard me. So she's like, fine. So she goes and does it. Yeah, metal pipe clang as he throws like a metal pipe at her. Yeah, he's winning. So then then you get like kind of like a cool scene where basically the robots are fighting each other and Robo Guy is like dodging like robot parts and flying. He's also trying to like ferociously code, and he's working together with little Griselda because she's, you know, she's a pretty smart little robot, and she's like, perhaps if you do this coding to this area, perhaps you should upload all of the data about guerrilla warfare. I don't know, like she's saying stuff like that to him, and he's like, you know, fake movie science. And while this is going on, we have like a very tense scene where she's also, you know, there's maybe like a pterodactyl or something flying and trying to attack, and she's trying to like get up to the roof of this facility and then throw the pipe at the drone that's coming, and it's like very tense. And while this is going on, I won't bring them on the screen just because it would be annoying to have to bring them, to get rid of them, bring them back. But while this is going on, we also see flashes to Dino Girl and Cool Guy as they're trying to get back to the camp to help. But as this happens, she spots Baby Dinosaur again, and Baby Dinosaur looks a little bit crazed and is also running towards the camp. And she's like, what's going on? And then she realizes all the dinosaurs are running towards the camp, and they're getting really, really concerned. They're like, uh-oh, what's going on? So finally, CEO breaks the drone, and the dinosaurs seem to calm down for a second. You're like, okay, everything seems like it might be good for a second. But then, who shows up? Who shows up? But Rich Boy and his thugs. They've left the truck, and he's come here, and he like uses a thing on his, oh my gosh, wait, I forgot a whole scene. Okay, it's fine, I'll just combine it with this scene. He like presses a button on his thing, and he's like, huh, I can see 2 of my drones have been destroyed, so I guess I'll just have to bump up the power on the remaining drones all the way to 100% and bring them all here. So he brings all of the drones, and like a bunch of drones pop up, and they all fly over this area, and he's like turned them up even more. So now the dinosaurs that are around them are getting like really, really crazy. And even like his little thug guy is like, are you sure this is safe? Like, and Rich Boy is like, I don't really care what happens to you, ha 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 ha. And then the thug is like, they try to run away, and they all get like torn to shred by the dinosaurs. So now all the thugs are dead, and it's like just him. And CEO is like, literally, why are you doing this? Are you a psychopath? Like, yeah, what is your end game? Like, literally, what is happening? And he's like, I have a dream, and I must see it fulfilled. And for that, I need the dinosaurs to be super ferocious. I need my T-Rex to be super, super ferocious. this, and everybody is just kind of like, this dude is crazy. Around this time, you know, baby dinosaur is making their way there, and Dino Girl and Cool Guy are pretty much making their way there. I'll put them like over here. They're making their way here. So like everything's oops, wrong person. Everything's kind of like coming to a head on the like main campsite. He's gone mad with power, right? And so they all start trying to, you know, they're trying to destroy the drones. This is where I'm not really good at like blocking action, so I'm not 100% sure how to go about like this next part. But basically I'm just going to describe what's going to happen. Like, Cool Guy is trying to destroy drones, and Robo Guy is finishing up the last of his programming. So the robots have kind of stopped attacking the dinosaurs straight out, and they're just doing more defensive maneuvers. But more and more dinosaurs are showing up, and they're being like really mean. Like they're very angry dinosaurs, right? And they're all attacking because of the drones that have come about or whatever. And then this finally, what appears to maybe be a T-Rex shows up. What appears to be a T-Rex shows up, right? And Rich Guy is like actually losing his mind. He's so happy. He's like, oh my gosh, it's my beloved T-Rex, it's my T-Rex, da-da-da. And he goes like running over to the T-Rex, and he's like, oh, you're so beautiful, my dream. And then the T-Rex just immediately eats him, and he's like hanging out of the T-Rex's mouth. And you literally, like, you can see his face, like an absolute utter joy and pleasure, and you realize that this was his dream all along. Like, he just really wanted to get eaten by the T-Rex. So he has a very happy death. He's like, my dream. Like, he's really enjoying it. He's enjoying it maybe too much, okay? This was his dream. Cool Guy is like, oh my god, rich people are so weird. And then Dino Girl's like, that's not even a T-Rex. and Robo Guy's like, should we tell him? And CEO's like, nah, just let him have it. Like, just let him have it. Let him dream. So he dies. Rich Boy is dead now. But before they're about to destroy all the drones, but before they can, this big dinosaur, not a T-Rex dinosaur, does start stomping over here. Right? And another dinosaur at the same time starts stomping towards towards the baby. And then Robo Guy has to make a choice. Either his beloved little Griselda or the baby. And he looks over at Dino Girl, and he sees the absolute turmoil in her eyes, and he realizes that the baby is more important and that he has to save the baby. So he intercepts this dinosaur instead, and Sexy Robot gets destroyed. So then they destroy the last of the drones, and at this point the robots have kind of built like a perimeter out of themselves, so they're kind of like in this like safe little area, and all the dinosaurs are kind of like shuffled out, and they're already calming down a bunch because now all the drones have been destroyed, so they're not making like the noise that they hate anymore. I'm just moving the dinosaurs out. So it's kind of like happy ending. So let me change the music. We gotta do our ending music. Let me see. And so of course Robo Guy is running over to LG, and he's like so upset. And LG, she's like dying, but she's still like a little bit alive. There's like still a little bit left in Griselda. So she's kind of like, she's like, I finally understand what it is that you programmed into me. This love that you tried to teach me. As a robot, I wasn't sure what it was. And so I defaulted to just protecting the things that I am in charge of, because I thought that was how I could show this love that you tried to teach me to my fellow robots. But now I see what love truly is. I see it. It is how you feel about Dino Girl. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'll do everything I can to rebuild you. And she's like, no, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me love. And then she dies. And then Dino Girl's kind of like, it's like awkward and like it should be tender. She doesn't know how to handle it, so she's just like, wow. So the reason that your programming didn't work is because you didn't actually program her to protect herself. You tried to program love into her. And he's like, shut up, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand, you just don't get it. Shut up, just leave me alone. And she's like, all blushy, she's like, no, actually, I think... She's like, I do kind of get it. And I guess we'll be living here for a while. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like crying. And she's like, well, I mean, you're gonna have to stay on the island to repair little Griselda. I know you're smart enough to do it, and now that you've worked on her a little bit, I'm sure you can. And, you know, while you, repair little Griselda, you're gonna need a dinosaur expert around to, you know, help you with all these dinosaurs and stuff. And make sure you don't get yourself killed. And he's like, Dino Girl, you'll stay on this island with me and the robots and the dinosaurs? And she's like, yeah. And then Baby like jumps into their arms, and Baby's like, meow. They're like happy little family. And then they both look over at Cool Guy and they're like, and we could really use a bodyguard around here. And he's like, forget it. I ain't joining this weird. I ain't gonna be the fourth in your weird little throuple with the robot. No, thank you. I'm gonna go home. However, I do have a boat, little lady. You wanna come with me or whatever? I don't know. Revising the story, we would need some more moments so that CEO and Cool Guy could get some flirting in. Because that's the one thing I wasn't able to fit in yet. But with some rewrites, we could make sure that we got them. So just imagine there's been some scenes where they got to flirt a little bit. And she's just kind of like, how much money do you make on those YouTube videos, by the way? And he's like, enough to impress a fancy girl like yourself. She's all on board now. She's like, oh, I see. So they like go off into the sunset together. And then that's how it ends. And now the robots and the dinosaurs can live in peace once again. And the moral of the story is that in the battle of robots and dinosaurs, the real villains were the humans all along. The end. Yeah, that was the moral of the story. And that concludes my proposal, my screenwrite of the movie Robots vs. Dinosaurs. Now be honest with me, did you like like it? Did you like it?
Wow.
Gigant. Shut up! How did you keep pulling that? A Gigantosaurus carolini is like a Tyrannosaurus rex, but bigger, faster, and in most places stronger, with a weaker bite and a smaller brain. Yeah, maybe that's what killed Rich Guy then. Absolute Cinema. Directed by Runie Ruse. Absolute Cinema. Aw, whoa! Thank you for such a generous super chat. Thank you. Mwah. Bravi, brava, bravissima. 10 out of 10. I legit can't believe how quickly those 90 minutes flew by. I only lament that I can't actually see this movie, but I bet nobody would be able to tell it as well as you did anyways. Oh, thank you. You guys are pulling some good pulls. Loved it. Still wish to have you as a DM. I would like to DM something one day. I will. I'll do it one day. Warned. Peak Cinema. I learned a valuable lesson from this story. Treasure your pension. Runie, do we have a pension? Or will I need to live off this gacha in my retirement? Don't worry. I'll be around for the rest of your life to give you... Rotten Tomatoes 100%. Bravo, bravo, thank you. Bravo, thank you. 10 out of 10 peak would watch many times over. Thank you.
Really?
I'm no expert, but I feel like dispersing anesthetic into such a large circulatory system would need a rocket/jet hybrid propelled dart the size of 2 Coke cans with barbs or articulated claws attached to it. You know what? See, this is why I gotta get a dinosaur expert so that we can make sure this story is not 100% realistic, because it doesn't really need to be, but at least realistic enough to be believable, right?
Wow.
9.9 out of 10. Just need the adjustments you mentioned and it's literally perfection. Thank you! Let's be real, this stream is probably what having with dinner with you. I want you to shut up. I want you to shut up. I want you to shut up right now. I want you to shut up right now. And what are you saying? Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Like, if we went out for dinner together and I got a little idea in my head, and then I spent the entire dinner fleshing out that idea into a movie and telling it to you, are you saying that's a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing?
Wow.
It's both? Well, everything's a little bit of a bad thing with me, considering I am quite the evil woman. The CEO character, she was actually much more evil at the start of the story, but as I revised it, she ended up becoming a lot less evil. Whatever you do, do not let Netflix or Amazon get their hands on this masterpiece. If anybody wants to make this into a movie, honestly, go for it. You just gotta pay me. I also have my poor coworker. I bounced ideas off my poor coworker when we should have been working for like an entire work shift. And so a lot of these ideas were very helpfully fleshed out by my poor coworker who listened to me talk about this for like 8 hours one day. So gave me some really good ideas. You can pay me in head pads. That's not good enough. I need cash money. Who do you think I am? Head pads? That's how you pay a lunatic. It's not how you pay an evil woman. You fool. 9 out of 10. The adjustments you mentioned, and maybe cool guy gets an exosuit or small mech for the eventual toy line. Solid idea all around. Really love. Ooh, I do like that idea. That would be a really nice idea. My dedication to support you is just greater than everything else. Aww.
Wow.
Thank you. Oda wants your number. Oda Sensei. One of the greatest writers of all time. My inspiration. Actually, I was more inspired by Golden Kamui for this than I was... there was a little bit of One Piece inspiration. There was a lot of Golden Kamui inspiration because Rich Guy definitely came directly from that one freak in Golden Kamui who like gets eaten by the orca at the end, and like, well, you guys know. The scene at the end of that episode of Golden Kamui, it's kind of crass, so I don't want to say it out plainly, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And he gets thrown up in the air by the orca and his like legs are spread out and then like the sun is shining. That's basically the image I had in my head for Rich Guy's death. Direct inspiration. If you know, you know. He also went through some changes too, because originally he was gonna be an evil twink. Because if I'm gonna write a villain, I'm very tempted to make it an evil twink. You guys know how I feel about evil twinks. They're the most, like, a really good type of villain to have, because they do inspire so much hatred from me. Evil twink caricature I hate so much. So they make really good villains. So I was gonna make him an evil twink at first, but then I came up with that idea thinking about Golden Kamui, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in a slightly different direction. I want him to actually be a little bit likable too. Like at the end of the day, you're like, this dude is crazy and he did cause a bunch of mess, but like also a little charming. Psycho in the charming way. I'm sure VTuber fans can understand. What are the chances we get a sequel to this masterpiece? No, the sequel would be bad. Sequels will never be good, but if we got a sequel, it would definitely have to follow something about them on the island. Like in the future where they've really established like their little home on the island. Runie Ruse fans can understand. Hey, wait a second. I'd sell the script to Netflix and make big bucks. No, I've got to make, well, if you make big bucks, you better share those big bucks with me. Kino is back on the menu, boys. Sell the idea to Disney, and they might be able to fill some theaters again. Yeah, that's right. This would definitely be a movie for the theaters. I'm thinking very good graphics. My vision for the movie is like cabin in the woods. The characters are all like a little bit over the top. In a way that's very intentional. And the gore level is kind of schlocky. And I also want there to be kind of funny moments. I forgot to tell you guys this one until it's too late, but I have an idea for a joke. You know how I set up the whole premise that the dinosaurs don't eat the robots because they taste bad? I wanted there to be a joke like when that first goon dies and a dinosaur eats him. It like gets this look in its eye that's like, and clearly really likes the way it tastes. And, you know, like Dino Girl saying something like, what about this? And then cool guy is like, I think we got a bigger problem on the menu. You know, we gotta have like some cheesy jokes like that. But like I definitely want it to be camp. Like this is not meant to be a serious movie. It's caricatures, it's schlock, it's comedy. That's the atmosphere. But I want it to be very colorful and fun. But I want the fight scenes to legitimately be well choreographed, very interesting things between, especially because there's going to be a bunch of different types of robots and a bunch of different types of dinosaurs. I think someone who's really good at choreographing battles, I don't really have any experience doing that, could be like just really fun ways that the robots and the dinosaurs are fighting each other. I think could be really fun. In 2028. Yeah. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? But they're friends at the end. At least as good as Megalopolis. You may be evil, but Rusedays are always good. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Runie. That was peak. Thank you. You guys are gassing me up, and I can't tell if I deserve it or not. Thanks for the babysitter POV. Oh, oh, what the heck? I could use touching up in terms. It could use touching up in terms of pacing and character moments, but still peak stream. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely still needs a lot of work, and obviously it's not like actually written out in a full script. So if you went to do a full screenplay out of it, there's a lot of stuff that you could fix in that way. I think it'd be really easy to fix it up. Hideo Kojima could never. Why are you guys gassing me up so much? It was amazing, Runie. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Watching an evil anime girl puppet show the next Jurassic Park movie wasn't on my 2025 bingo card, but not unwelcome. You're welcome. The love ships are really awkward or lame. Rich Boy has a terrible villain arc. 3 out of 10. IGN. When is this getting aired on Hallmark? No! Keep gassing me up. Listen, I know I was like, oh my gosh, why are you guys gassing me up? But like that wasn't a call to stop gassing me up. You gotta keep gassing me up, okay? It made me feel good. You just don't understand romance. You don't understand romance. The love between Dino Girl and Robo Guy is so real. RG and DG for life. You guys get it. You guys understand. You guys started shipping them right away, okay? I don't want to hear it. You just don't understand love. You've never had love in your life. I hope you discover love one day. I hope to, like little Griselda, you learn what love is.
Wow.
Mod, feed that guy to the Naughty Rex. Yeah, feed that guy to the Naughty Rex, unless he's gonna like it. In which case, throw him in the ocean. Where did you get the inspiration for such a cool guy like John Cool Guy? You know, just came out of this crazy little brain of mine. 10 out of 10, I need Dino Girl and Robo Guy to smooch ASAP. Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. The dinosaur sounds were incredible. I know, I'm getting pretty good at dinosaur sounds, aren't I? I'm like getting pretty good at them. What the heck? But thank you guys very much for listening to my story. I hope that it lived up to the hype, because I know many of you were waiting for this after I canceled it. So I hope that the wait was worth it and that you are not disappointed. It was fun, thank you. I've decided I'm getting a robots versus dinosaurs set. Wow. For the next puppet show, yeah, maybe I should do another puppet show. I'll do a proper puppet show for you guys at some point. I was curious and it was rather rewarding. Thank you. It was worth the wait. Thank you. Yeah, see, I didn't have all the puppets prepared last time, so I didn't want to do it anyways because I was like, no, I have the idea for the puppet show, so I got to get the puppets ready. Almost on the level of Barney versus Teletubbies? Is that real? I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Wow.
She needs time to get the lamb chop puppet. Yes! Lamb chop top! Yeah. It's just another robots versus dinosaurs kind of that came on in childhood. Are they robots? I never thought of that. I thought them more of like aliens. Like aliens versus dinosaurs. But yes. Thank you guys very much for coming to another Runie Ruse Day. You know what I realized the other day? Because, hold on, what number is this again? We're on 64. So we're about to get to a very special number. Which means I need to start planning. I mean, I have to top RUSEDAY 21 somehow. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gotta happen somehow. I gotta start rubbing my little brain together.
Wow.
Everybody turn your speaker up. Turn your speakers all the way up. Turn your speakers all the way up. I have a message. Turn them up.
Wow.
How about I don't, you coward? Coward? You want to be a coward? Fine. Time out, time out. Also, RUSEDAY 68 falls on April 1st. I mean, what does that have to do with anything? April 1st is not a special day. You don't need to worry about April 1st. There's nothing special about April 1st, you fool. Stop thinking about it. You can believe me.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, you can turn it back down. Oh my god, wait, I have to tell you guys about this. I have to tell you guys about this moment that I saw on The Real Housewives of New York. Because it was honestly peak comedy. And I have to take this situation, I have to put it in something. Like, the writer in me saw this happen and was like, I have to recreate this in something. I have to make this happen again at some point. So, two characters. Ramona, well, they're actual people because it's a reality TV. Was it Ramona? No, it was Alex. Alex and Kelly are having an argument. Alex is kind of freaking out. Alex is like really determined to get her thoughts out. Kelly is just certified psychopath. She's crazy. She's actually insane person. And she's like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. She was saying stuff like, you're trying to create peace in this casino, but they're like, they're not at a casino. She was just saying crazy stuff. Anyways, she's like, you need to calm down. She's like, you need to calm down. Close your eyes, Alex. Close your eyes. And Alex is like, I just need to get this thought out. Like, I just need to get this thought out. Kelly's like, close your eyes. Alex is like, okay, I'll compromise. I'll close my eyes, but keep talking. So Alex closes her eyes. She gets like 2 more words out. And then Kelly's like, open your eyes. I fear that just saying it like that does not actually recreate the moment for you guys, but just the sheer insanity. Because here's the thing is, Kelly is not doing this on purpose. Like, she's not messing with Alex right now. She's just actually a crazy person. Maybe I should find the scene and make you guys watch it. Perhaps that'll happen another day. But anyways, you guys needed to know. I feel like there was something else I was gonna tell you guys today. What was it? Oh, I remember. I wanted to tell you guys, this is completely unrelated to Real Housewives. I wanted to tell you guys that I have booked my first hotel, a stay at a ryokan, and my flight for Japan. So I am definitely going. It is happening. I am booked and ready. I'm very excited about the stuff that I have planned so far. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys like details. You'll get to find out afterwards where I'm staying and stuff and where the ryokan is, but I'm very, very, very excited. I'm gonna see if I can meet up with people. It might be kind of hard because I'm jam-packing my schedule. I just keep adding things that I want to do, mostly food that I want to eat. And I feel like I am, in fact, going to be pretty busy. But I am gonna try and meet up with some JPs if I can. Once I have a better idea, once it's closer to time and I have a better idea of my exact schedule. Thank you! I will absolutely be getting eel. 100% I'll be getting eel. And I'm gonna be eating so much tuna. All I did today was watch videos about tuna to eat in Japan, and it was really making me feel insane. I'm gonna eat so much tuna. I'm glad you guys are happy for my mom is so happy for me, it almost makes me feel bad. Does that make sense? Because she keeps being like, wow, I am so happy. I'm so glad you're doing this. This is so good for you. I'm so glad you're doing it. It makes me feel like she must think that I live like a really lame life. She must be like, that poor Runie. She never does anything. Thank God she's doing something cool. That's kind of what it feels like. But hey, I'll take it. I'm very excited. I gotta start working on my Japanese again. Yeah, literally it does. It has the bless her heart undertone. 100% it does. In the way that only a southern mama can do it, it's got that undertone. I hate to break it to you, but you are a VTuber. But VTubing can be really cool, you know? And exciting. I mean, hey, I'm gonna make my trip into VTuber work, so what about that? It's pretty cool now, isn't it? To work as a VTuber, huh? I gotta start working harder though, because I am spending some money. I feel like I'm having... Wait, I have to change the music back to my default. This is too like... This is my curtain call music. I need my regular music back. You know what I mean? There we go. That's better. That's better. Thank you, Bob Buppysome, for the 5 gift memberships. Thank you. I feel like I'm having the wrong reaction to how cheap everything is in Japan. Because I keep looking at stuff and I'm like, that's so cheap. That is literally so cheap. That is literally dirt cheap. My dollar goes so far. Yeah, I'm having the warring reaction. I feel like the correct reaction to this information would be like, wow, I can have a pretty nice vacation and spend very little money. But instead, I'm having the opposite reaction where I'm like, what do you mean this all bells and whistles luxury hotel is less per night than the dinky hotel I just stayed at in New Jersey? What do you mean I can stay at a luxury hotel for this price? And the next thing I know, I'm booking this luxury hotel instead of staying at a pretty nice hotel for like 80 bucks a night. I'm having the opposite reaction. So I gotta start working. I gotta start doing 5 streams a week to afford this Japan trip. This is why you guys are getting this is why you're getting goth girlfriend RP. Are you happy? Are you happy, Runatics? It's the results of my actions. Yeah, I know. A fair bargain.
Really?
Hi Runie, congrats on the trip to Japan. Are you planning to stay in Tokyo for the whole trip? If you want to see rural Japan, I strongly recommend to visit to Toyama if you can float it. I won't be in Tokyo the whole time. I am gonna go to a more rural area. at least for a few days. But I'll definitely be in Tokyo, and I'm definitely gonna go to Osaka. And then I'm gonna try to stay a few days out of the city. But I don't have it 100% nailed down yet. I gotta go to Osaka because that's near Universal Studios Japan. And I have absolutely no interest in Nintendo World. I feel so bad. I was like watching videos and like what to do at Universal Studios Japan. It's all like Nintendo World or whatever, which I literally could not care less about and don't really have any interest in doing. But they might do the One Piece collab, and therefore it is on my list. Because if they do the One Piece collab again, I will 100% be going. And then they also have the okonomiyaki. I want Osaka style okonomiyaki really bad. You better go. I'm gonna be so real with you. I probably will not. Because it's gonna be crowded. I'll probably go to Universal just for the One Piece stuff. If they do the collab again. And then I will leave. Gomen. You see, there's a psychological theory I find quite insightful. Men often think of ancient Rome, of its glories and conquests. This because we, too, would love to be utterly destroyed by Goths. Is that what that's all about? Huh. You know, I've heard of this theory, but with different conclusions. But I mean, kind of hard to argue with. So I suppose perhaps you're onto something. I buy it, yeah. But I will definitely be eating a lot of food in Osaka. You can get like takoyaki on top of a cheese dog. I want that. I want fried cheese with takoyaki on top. It's probably gonna make me puke, but I really want it. It's just gonna be like too much. I love takoyaki.
Wow.
Gyaru is better than goth. Just need to put that out there. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if my goth stream does better than my Gyaru streams. How about you guys? How about you guys show me with your actions? And we'll see. We'll see just how much better Gyaru is than goth. Why not both? I feel like Gyaru goth, I don't think it can happen. It's too opposite. You have to account for subscriber inflation though. Who says? I don't have to do anything. I can do whatever I want. Wait. Oh, you mean to like make it fair?
Wow.
Runie ruse better than Runie better than goth. Oh. I'd like you to put that into action. Gyaru is great, goth is great, but have you heard about evil women? It doesn't. No, you guys stop being nice to me. Shh, 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 shh. All right. Through frenetic and at times too shy to present itself seriously, it offers a brilliant take on the human condition and a prescient moral on the literal perversions of capitalism. 4 out of 5 stars. Rolling Stone. Oh my gosh, Rolling Stone loves me. They love my story. Alright. I am going to be wrapping up this stream now. I will not be streaming tomorrow on Wednesday. I do hope that I will have a video put together for you guys so that you will get a video premiere. Whatever could it be? Maybe Phasmo? Maybe you'll get a Phasmo stream tomorrow. I mean, not stream, live premiere. Yeah, just so you can get like a dose of me, perhaps. And then, yeah, Phasmo in this economy? More likely than you'd think, says little Griselda. And then on Thursday, I will be back with the second half of Phase Alias Devil Fruit Feeding. So you won't have to be without me for very long, because I will be seeing you guys very soon. I heard it's that time of the stream to be nice to Runie. Yes, evil woman, we'll surely miss you when you go. Please don't forget about us. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. I won't. It would be really hard for me to forget about you guys. Not because you're like cool or anything, but just because like you're like always around. Ah, you're over here, like you're over there, like oh I press stream and then like boom, oh my gosh, you're like all there again. And maybe sometimes you're cool, like sometimes you stumble accidentally into being cool by accident sometimes. Anyways, we're wrapping up stream, okay? So begins another Runetic civil war, as Runie predicted. The others are right though. Classic Runie clears them all. Kuni beats Gyaru and Goth both. But where does... Okay, Runie clears them all. Okay. Okay, as long as I clear them all. As long as I clear them all. Don't you guys go liking any of them more than me. Not even Baka, okay? Don't like her more than me. Anyways, we gotta wrap this up. Curtain call! Curtain call! Says little Griselda. I got jelly on my head. No. Alright. So, yeah. That will be all for now. But I will hopefully see you guys for a premiere tomorrow and live on Thursday. But for now, it is bittersweet. But I must say farewell! Oh, I didn't take you guys to the rune store. Haha, you're too broke to buy anything. Anyways, it's bittersweet, but I must say farewell. Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you. Wow, 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 wow.